With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Vick now from the 50. Now a short one to Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 46 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, with this opening drive yield 6. This is 3rd and goal. Vick now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Hurt! Hurt! Check 13! Check 13! 6
Here's the longtime Jaguar. It's Fred Taylor. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now a Taylor with it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And Sanders now to return. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, Vick's throw intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Taylor. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Now Griffin. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And a little little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a give to Taylor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, it's score. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Griffin.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Griffin to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's got room.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Second down, Vic. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, Vic. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Vic operating on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Again, it's Vic. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Vic will look to throw on first down. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Running left, Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Again, it's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Griffin's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
To throw is RG3.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Here's Taylor.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here now, 3rd down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
He gets away from one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And just shutting him off there.
And they'll start this drive just across. The 30, pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will start with Arian Foster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Play action. It's Griffin. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. George Pickens, 56 yards. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Griffin. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's what he tried to do and needed to do. He had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the deep.
There he goes, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big bot.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Franco Harris, 51 yards. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's blocked. The Browns have it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection led to the block.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
George Pickens
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Griffin. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington.
Brandon Cooks. 58 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Arian Foster taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A first down carry for Foster. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sag.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Foster on 2nd down. Taking it right down Broadway.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 14-yard line. 77 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Griffins, and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
His first catch.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 1. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by a former Washington safety, Sean Taylor. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins
Hopkins. 50 yards.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
In motion left goes a tight end.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Inside the 20.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. That's complete to Sharp. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, this is Jackson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Mayer taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Griffith on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Here now, 3rd and a yard. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Griffin. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here, so the lead will remain at 6 points. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Griffin.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll go down at the 28. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Jackson.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground with a tight end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
2nd and a couple.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
tick, tick.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gay's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Griffin. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started.
And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 27.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Allen going to change this at the line.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes
makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Griffin's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he's going to get his guys another 1st down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. This to Graham on the short pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here. Quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd, and he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. There's Griffin to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. Yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To the left side, and Jackson is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this could PAT back to the 15-yard line to begin with. They were no longer kicking normal extra points, were they? They were kicking field goals. This is a longer field goal attempt for them, even though it's only for an extra point.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Avoids him at the 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Fred Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it a 9-point game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson on for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Down inside the 40. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
4th down, here's RG3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
That's caught by Johnson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Boyd. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Allen.
Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Here's Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
To throw is Allen.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
This is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Allen.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.